I'm JD. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe. Please hit like. What do I got here? I got a Westclox pocket Ben, and a gentleman asked me if I could replace the crystal on this pocket Ben. So I went about trying to remove the stem from this watch, which is an almost impossibility. There's a small hole here. I'm not going to take this spring out, but a small hole under here, and you take your tweezers and go under and you lift this up because there's a button right here to remove it. Well, I tried for about an hour and still couldn't get the darn thing out. So these watches are a real pain in the ass to actually maintain, because they're not meant to be maintained. That's why these have no jewels on them, and even the spring doesn't have a proper barrel, and it's just meant to throw away, because these were called dollar watches back in the day. They do run, and I'm not sure how good they are at being regulated, because they have a fast and slow here, but they're really, you can pick these things up for 10 bucks at a local fair. The amplitude on these is never really any good, because they're just not meant to be a performance pocket watch at all. So this is the pocket Ben. But one thing I did find out before I pressed the back on is that when you remove the crystal here, I was able to actually just extend the stem and use my tweezers on the edge to pop the crystal out to get access to the crystal. I popped it back in. It was just a matter of pushing it back in here. But what I found is that, like in normal pocket watch crystals, the crystal sits in, there's a trench along the bezel that the crystal folds into, right? Well, this watch does not have a trench along the bezel. It has nothing. What it has is that the crystal itself has an edge on it. The crystal goes down and it steps out, so it has the trench along the side. So you cannot replace a pocket Ben crystal with a standard watch crystal. And let me show you what those crystals look like. So here's what a normal step crystal would look like. You can see it from the side. This is a smaller one, but you effectively have this. So this is expected to ride into a groove that's in the bezel. So they're all like this, except this is a very high dome crystal. So you can get high, low, whatever dome crystal, but this is a high dome crystal. And so the pocket Ben crystal itself goes straight down, and then it goes inward, goes down and then inward and then down again. And that allows it to pop into a bezel that has nothing. It's basically a round bezel, and it's got no inlaid trench of any type. So these are impossible to replace unless you actually have a pocket Ben crystal. I don't know where the hell you get those.